Hey, good morning, fantasy people. This is Tyler Big Turd Ward coming at you live from my garage, and this is the Fantasy Footballin' Show. Today we're going over all the latest and greatest news. It's not all the greatest, it's sometimes the worst. I've got a couple players out, but I just accumulated stuff from last night and this morning, and I just wanted to share it with you guys so you're up to date on all the possibilities from weather to injuries, what's going on today, so you can kind of be prepared. So anyways, I'll start with the two players that are out for me. Gabe Davis is out for Monday night. That just officially came through. Look for maybe Isaiah McKenzie to get a little bit more work, and definitely Dawson Knox probably to get some more red zone targets than he usually would, because Gabe Davis is a red zone hog. So look for that to happen. Let's see. Michael Pittman Jr. is out. I wouldn't really want to mess with any wide receivers from the Colts without him in. So I would just wait until next week to start a Colts wide receiver. And I don't be messing around with Matt Ryan. Let's see. Falcons placed Damian Williams on IR. So he's going to be out for like 4 weeks. Cordell Patterson. And then there's a rookie that they drafted, running back, Hilaire or something like that. And he'll be active today. He was not active last week. That's one reason Cordell Patterson got so much work. So we need to see what kind of work that rookie gets and maybe put him on our waiver show. Patriots tied Montgomery on IR. So look for Ramondre Stevenson to get more passing work. It looks like it's just going to be between those two. Let's see. Dontre Hilliard out. So it's probably not going to be a big day for Derrick Henry anyways, but at least he's going to get like 100% of the work now. So I have Derrick Henry. I'm starting him. He's going to be up in Buffalo getting smashed. But hopefully he can get a touchdown, because that's what you're going to be hoping for in that game. George Kittle is not expected to play versus Seahawks, but he's still trying. You hear that he's out, and then you hear that he's trying. It's probably going to be a game time decision. So that's what I would expect. Let's see, in the same game there, it's supposed to be rain and wind. It's raining. I mean, I live in Northern California right now, and it's raining right here. So I'm getting part of that system. I know what's happening. And if you're a Trey Lance owner, you know what happened last week. So if you want to pivot, try to get Jameis Winston. Maybe Carson Wentz is on your waivers. I'm sorry, my dog's barking at me. I'm petting him with my other hand. I'm holding the paper and petting the other hand. Sorry, I'm super tired right now. If you can't tell, the light hurts my eyes. Lazard expected to play, so look for him to get some targets from Aaron Rodgers. See if they're the deep targets. See what happens with that. The Saints, Kamara listed as questionable, but he's not expected to play. It's the ribs. And Tony Jones is active, and he's expected to kind of get split carries or get a lot of work behind Mark Ingram there. Tony Jones has been a serviceable backup, but Mark Ingram is probably going to be a good start today. He looked like he still had juice last week. Saints Winston listed as questionable. He's expected to play. Bucs Fournette listed as questionable. Hamstring, he's expected to play. If he's playing, you start him. Mike Evans listed as questionable. Calf expected to play. If he's playing, you start him. Those are two touchdown guys right there. Bucs Julio will test the knee in pregame warm-ups. I just keep on hearing all the news coming out of that off that team is saying that the knee is bad, but he's gonna try. He's gonna try, man. He's gonna try so hard. So I would not want. Just pay attention. I guess start him if he plays, but I wouldn't. I'd be very standoffish on Julio today. Bucs offensive tackle Donovan Smith is out, so that's another offensive tackle gone for Tom Brady. Talk about maybe not as many deep threats, deep balls. Mike Evans is still going to get his. Cards. Rondell Moore trying to avoid IR with the hamstring. He was a big preseason hype, with like, hey, we got to get him. He's going to be amazing, man. He's a value. And he hasn't done anything. He hasn't even hit the field. Looks like he's not going to. By the time he hits the field, it might be Hopkins time. So Rondell Moore might just not be a thing this year. Ravens Dobbins not expected to play, but man, they're really, really pushing for him to play. It looks like he is probably going to get his first crack next week. And when you drafted him, you knew this was going to happen. So, and you're probably not going to be able to trade for him if you want him because the owners knew this was going to happen. Jags, Robinson, and Etienne, they're expected to split carries. So maybe get Etienne a little bit more involved. He looked explosive. So let's see. That's something worth watching is those two run that running back situation. And then the last thing I have is Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown would be the third player in history with 8 or more catches in 8 straight games, joining Michael Thomas and Antonio Brown. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, the sun god, the Egyptian sun god, is the real deal, man. And he's going to join some elite players. So I was really pushing to draft him. I drafted Gabe Davis over him, but I wanted both, and it looks like that paid out. So anyways, that's everything that I can tell you right now. I would go to Reddit, Fantasy Football, refresh that because that's actually really good for breaking news. But just go to where you can. Google people, Google your players and see what Twitter's talking about. And so anyways, lastly, I was going to explain my self-proclaimed nickname. If you watch this show, we're James Cook people around here. He was my fantasy MVP, and I laid a big turd so far. So my nickname's going to be Big Turd Ward until James Cook is a fantasy MVP. I just woke up, dude. I'm like, I can't even read text. It's like blurry. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Good luck today. I hope everybody wins. It's probably not going to happen because only one person can win out of a matchup. If you like this, you can do that in real life and make me feel amazing. I don't care if I even lose today. I would feel so good if I just got some likes or subscriptions. It's awesome. It's a dopamine hit to the brain. And then if you don't like this, you can do that in real life too, man. Tell me I need a real camera and a real microphone and a real life. And you can dislike it and leave a hurtful comment. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Later.